Here is an exam question on the topic of algebraic fractions. This particular example doesn't look like algebraic fractions, but we're going to have to do something to the ratios and rewrite it as fractions, and then to be able to solve for x. Firstly, to understand this better, we've got a proportion here that's equal to another proportion. So x squared to 3x plus 5 is equal to 1 to 2. To understand this concept a little better, so to understand a bit more, we can think of an easier example. For example, x to 2 is equal to 15 to 5. So clearly this is, so x to 2 is equal to 3 to 1 if we simplify that ratio. So then x must be 6, because something to 2 is the same as 3 to 1. So 6 to 2 simplifies to 3 to 1. Another way of thinking about it is if we rewrite this ratio as a fraction, x over 2, and then rewrite that as a fraction, respectively, 3 over 1, and then solve for x. So we're going to have to use this skill in this particular example because we can't just think of what x is for this proportion to be equal to 1 to 2. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. So x squared over 3x plus 5 is equal to 1 over 2. We're allowed to write it this way as a fraction. And then cross multiply. So 2x squared is equal to 3x plus 5. Bringing the 3x and 5 to the other side. So it looks like this is a non-calculator, so we have to either use quadratic formula or factorize it. So I'm going to try factorize it using the AC method. So these are my A, B, and C coefficients. So my AC term is equal to negative 10. If you can think of the factorization straight away, then you can go ahead and just do that. If not, I'm just going to show you a way that you can use with any harder factorization question. So you get the AC term and you think of the factors of AC. So this number here is negative 10. So it's 1 and 10, 2 and 5. So one of them needs to be negative since the product is negative. So in this case, it's the negative 5 and then positive 2 since we want them to be added to get to negative 3 here. So they add to give you negative 3 and they multiply to give you negative 10. So rewriting this expression here with the numbers we found for coefficients of x, this becomes, so I've just rewritten this bit as this with the numbers that we found here. Now 2x squared, so we have to factorize something out of these two terms, just 2x. We get x plus 1 left in the brackets, minus, we can factorize a 5 out of these two, negative 5 actually, so we're left with x plus 1 as well. Now we can see that x plus 1 is repeated, so factorizing again gives us x plus 1 and 2x minus 5 equal to 0. So x has to be negative 1 or 5 over 2 to make this bracket equal to 0. So here are my x solutions.